Raising taxes on the public book, and they're doing it in Ottawa. So again, either it's a marijuana file.
Yeah.
Anytime you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. So again,
2017 budget, they are nickeling and diming the entire Canadian population for the hardworking people. This was a payday for the government. More taxes came up for the government for their reckless spending habits. For example, all the small business owner will be paying more taxes. CPP has gone up. The portion of the employers has gone up. The transit users tax is going. The subsidy is going to go away. In every shape or form, there are more taxes. Wine and beer taxes. So it's just a tax. They're killing the taxes. Killing the Canadian with the tax. Remember, not only the taxes, regardless how much money there is, there's still deficit at the end of the year. Remember in 2015, the government or Trudeau talk about tiny $9 million deficit first year, $9 billion next year, altogether $25 billion tax deficit over the 4 years. Now, last year, the deficit was around $29 billion, another $28 billion this year, another $22 billion next year. Altogether, in the first 5 years, I believe the deficit is $150 billion. How much interest we are paying on these things. Remember, all the taxes we're paying on this money, what can we do with the money? Build schools, bridges, homeless people. We can use all that money, but this government have a reckless spending habits. Every time they keep spending, they have to raise in more money, or they print in more money, or they bring in more money to balance it. So, talk about balancing it. In 2015, they said they will balance the budget in 2019-2020. According to the PBO, independent government body of the government, they are saying, if we smart enough today, we will balance the books in 2055. So not only high taxes today, all the debts is going to be paid by our kids, their kids, and so on, and it's just reckless spending from the Trudeau government hasn't stopped.
Okay, so yesterday we got the news that in next year, I think on July the 1st of 2018, the government will legalize the marijuana. What's your comment on that?
Oh my God, we are all family people. I saw Bill Blair, in charge of this file, talking about, he said Canada has a problem smoking dope. Canada has a problem, and we're still moving forward. And he also recognized we don't have all the bells and whistles, all the gadgets to detect how much dope or the drugs somebody's been smoking, and be still moving forward. In my books, it's a wrong thing to do. Same thing in my constituency, in my riding. People don't like it. We are opposing it, but the government is broke. As we talk with the budget and the stuff, they think they're going to bring in another $8 or $10 billion from this thing. Good luck to them. This is what they're doing is morally wrong. To me, is unacceptable. For my people living in my riding is unacceptable, and most of the people living in the country is unacceptable. Bringing this thing, legalize it, whatever they want to call it, is morally wrong. Imagine they're saying 18 years old can legally smoke. 18 years old, they're still kids, right? And it's a shame on these people.
Okay, so the M103 motion and passed last week, and I think some of the conservative MP also support this motion. What's your comment?
Only one conservative MP supported was Michael Chong, I believe. Nobody else supported it. What is M103 is the Liberal government is they're bringing a wedge issue. Wedge issue, they want to create something to win some more seat in GTA. It's simply that ploy. The MP from Mississauga who brought this motion to the Parliament, her and I sat down about a couple of months ago, right? We talked the detail on it, right? What happened in Quebec City, or what happened in the Jewish community, or the Sikh community, Baha'i community, or any community is unacceptable. We will never give in to those things. Same time, 99.9% Canadian are good people. Canada is the best country on the earth. Very tiny, small population. We have to educate them. We have to tell them what is right, what's wrong. And also, Charter of Rights, protect anybody and everybody. What happened is here is we are saying Islamophobia. Is this, what if I criticize something to Islam which I disagree with, do I go to jail for this? Or any Canadian go to jail for it? Somebody criticized the King of Saudi Arabia, somebody get into trouble with this thing? What happened to the freedom of speech? What happened to our Charter of Rights? What we are saying is just to balance it. What it is simply, we all voted for it. I voted against it. To me, it's unacceptable. Either you bring it for anybody and everybody, or don't bring it for one individual religion.
So today's roundtable, you also want to comment on the Justin Trudeau's latest plan for the Parliament?
Absolutely. His latest plan, what he wants to come, he notified us 2 weeks ago today that he only wants to come to the Parliament once a week. Remember last year he was absent 66% from the Parliament, right? If my numbers are correct, right? He didn't like when we criticized him either for cash for access, or staying away from this thing, or taxing to death to the hardworking Canadians, all those things. So he doesn't like this. So when Mr. Trudeau is in the public, it's a different guy. When he's taking the selfies, when he's in the Hill, it's a different person. So he only want to come 26 times a year, because we are open 26 weeks a year at the Parliament Hill, right? 45 minutes each time, about 20 hours a year. Imagine normal people work 40 hours a week. He wants to be accountable for the Canadians for 20 hours a year. So the reason if he's not there, we can't criticize him. We can't tell him what's wrong, what's right. So he's hiding away. So we are working very hard to keep the old system, but at the end of the day, he has the super majority. He get away with the way he wanted to do it. I'm hoping he's smart enough. Canadian people are very smart people, so and we will expose him anyway. If he's showing up 20 hours a year to for us to criticize him, or us to tell him what can we do better other than his own policies.
Okay. So, Joseph, do you have anything?
So when same-sex marriage became legal in Canada, and I know that some couples, they came all the way from Asia to get married in Canada. When next year using marijuana become legal next year, do you think that Canada become the capital of marijuana in the world?
Wow, I never thought it from this angle. I think you hit the nail right on the head. It'll be the capital of this, capital of the world. Legally, you can smoke. Legally, you can. It is shameful. We are moving this way. This is not the family ways. This is not. This is not how I raised my kids. And this is not many people in this riding in Markham, many part of the country, they will love to raise their kids. It's a sad situation, but they have the super majority, solid majority, so they can do what they want at this moment. That's the way it is.
So there could be marijuana tour to Canada.
It's not a joke. It could be. The way it looks like, we are moving that way.
Mm-hmm. And also even for the normal drivers, I do see many other drivers, they're smoking marijuana while they're driving. So that could be very dangerous.
We don't have all the gadgets, the missiles and whatever you call it, right? We don't have it. Mm-hmm. How did you catch it? We have a problem. Somebody's high on it's a pretty complex file on it, right? I'm learning something too. The different marijuana have the different strength in it. Mm-hmm. Some of the marijuana have very strong compared to the other one. So we need all the gadgets to see how much strength of the dope in somebody's how powerful is. What is the degree of
dosage or
or in the body? We don't even have it. We're still moving forward.
But we see the smoke coming from the other car. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very good.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone to come in.